What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you a guide for the solutions to all of the tile puzzles in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, which is the focus of the quest, The Secrets of Creation. And I want to start this off by saying I did not solve all of this by myself. I absolutely had some help, and I will post a link to the Steam guide down below in the description. Credit where it is due, definitely more of a community effort than anything else. If you play Pathfinder past Act 1, you are very likely to run into the tile puzzles. The first one you're going to find is called Conundrum Unsolved. Conundrum Unsolved is actually a teaser puzzle for the other 5 puzzles that are actually part of the actual main puzzle. Conundrum Unsolved is very simple and it kind of explains the basics. You're going to have to find slabs that are effectively tiles and figure out how to arrange them on the puzzle area to solve it and then unlock the door or small reward. Now, as I mentioned, Conundrum Unsolved is just a teaser puzzle. The reward is pretty minimal, but what happens when you solve it is a ghost will actually pop up, explain that this is a teaser puzzle, and shows you the location of a place called the Heart of Mystery where he would like you to come at your earliest convenience. Now that said, we can't actually get there until Act 3, and as a quick aside, we can't actually solve the entirety of this puzzle until Act 5. Once you are able to, head to the Heart of Mystery and you'll run into this ghost again. He'll explain that whoever can solve these 5 puzzles collectively will be shown the secrets of creation. Now, while we're here, I want to mention that Heart of Mystery is the only puzzle that is vastly different than the other ones. All of the other ones, besides Heart of Mystery, use these tiles, and it's kind of like playing a little game of dominoes with these runes. Whereas the Heart of Mystery uses like these weird gauges you can see on the floor here. Now, the other reason you want to come talk to this ghost first is that he will open up portals that will connect all of the puzzles together. However, on the map, they are in quite a few different places, so I'll kind of have that up in the background here, hopefully. All of the puzzle names, which in addition to opening portals to, the ghost will actually show you the location of on the world map. In addition to the Heart of Mystery are the Core of the Riddle, Forgotten Secrets, Legacy of the Ancients, and Final Veil. Now, for every single one of these puzzles, all 5 of them, we have to first find the appropriate tiles to solve them with. They are not in the same locations the way Conundrum Unsolved was. We have to go get them. They are all in 5 different locations, and in those locations, you'll find a chest that looks somewhat like this, with those distinctive markings on it. All of the maps for these are actually very small. It's a very distinctive looking chest you're looking for. They are not in any way trying to hide it. It's usually right out in the open. And again, small maps. From the top, the slabs for the Core of the Riddle, which are blue, are found at the Ravaged Longhouse. The slabs for the Forgotten Secrets puzzle are at a place called the Shrine of Sacrilege, which is just south of Dresden. That one's pretty easy to find, and is likely the first one you'll find. The slabs for Legacy of the Ancients are at a place called Place of Execution, which you cannot access until Act 5. The slabs for Final Veil, which are red, can't be found until Act 5 as well in a place called Bone Hills. Bone Hills requires a little extra legwork to find. Unlike every single other place for this puzzle, you have to learn the location of Bone Hills from someone else. It's not something you can just go out and look for, even if you know where it's supposed to be. So in order to find Bone Hills, you have to go to the city of Iz, which is part of the main quest. There you'll run into a guy called Holrun, ask him all the questions he has available in his dialogue, and Bone Hills will become available on your world map, and once it's available to you, you can find the slabs for Final Veil. And then lastly, the slabs for the Heart of Mystery are actually found in a place called the Laughing Caves. And now, with all of that out of the way, I should have up on screen here the actual solutions to each individual puzzle. Obviously a little much to talk through, but the pictures here should suffice. Now, the tiles or slabs that go on the outside of the puzzle are always the same. It's a 1-for-1, so you can't ever mess the outside ones up. However, the inside, you can very much so put the wrong slab in the wrong place. So it's important that you go by this, and which side of the domino-like slab that you actually click on is important, and sometimes clicking on one side versus another will give you the appropriate option versus the incorrect option. And then lastly and finally, we have the solution to Heart of Mystery. Now, once we solve Heart of Mystery, or the final puzzle in general, a 5th portal will open up in the middle of the Heart of Mystery puzzle. This is the solution right here. That's pretty much everything you need to know guide-wise. However, I am going to show the rest of this, but for spoiler reasons and what lies beyond that portal, I just want to call that out real quick. If all you wanted was the solution, there you go. Everything after this, a little bit of spoiler. Once you actually step through that portal, you are going to meet a Sphinx named Erish Kagal. Now, it is actually an aspect of the actual Demon Lord, who that is. The Sphinx itself is not literally that Demon Lord. However, the Sphinx has been guarding this place for a very long time and has lost a bit of its grip on reality. Now, through conversation options, if you pass a bluff check and then wait every time that option comes up, you don't have to fight it, otherwise you will have to fight it, and there is a Trickster Mythic Path option, which if I'm not mistaken probably leads to the hidden achievement that has to do with the Sphinx, as none of the other conversation options seemed to do so. Now, unfortunately, we don't get a reward that we were promised for doing this from the ghost. However, defeating the Sphinx, either through words or battle, will release the ghosts that it had held captive, which is why the ghost had come to us to talk to us and everything. Now, it turns out this ghost is actually someone who knew the storyteller, and there's some lore stuff there. However, the ghost will give us a reward called the Mask of the Worthy. You will also get rewards for doing all of the other puzzles. They all pale in comparison to this mask, which is actually pretty ridiculous. So there you go, guys. There is the full guide to all of the tile puzzles in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. Maybe click the link to that Steam guide and hand out some Steam awards should you feel so inclined. But regardless of any of that, truly, just thank you so much for watching. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.